folder and you shared it with your group. And then in that Google folder, you need to have your copy of your movie uploaded. I'm going to play this one. This was somebody shared with me. And I'm going to pause it for a second. Look at this time. This is just a raw video from her phone up into the Google folder. What I wanted you to do is upload that, which is fine. I want you to upload it to your Google folder. But once it's done there, somebody needs to have that CMV. C as in it's Coach My Video, and that needs to go on your phone and upload your video into your phone. The reason that is because this time increments doesn't break it down in enough time increments to get a good position versus time data. So once you have done that, like if you look, it runs for the mass of 14 seconds, but it's not and doesn't stop, and the increments are not enough for you to get good data. But once you've done that, upload it to CMV file, and then once you've done it the CMV file, then you're going to make a data table, and you need to have at least 10 data points. This video, she has, I guess, gotten up 10 data points from here. It went, she went up to 10 meters. And what I also want you to realize, on this A column, this is your time, and on your B column is your position. So in math, this is your independent axis, and this is your dependent axis. Big difference. Beginning of the week, I had those two switched. Became some kind of confusing when people are trying to make graphs of it. So once you have your data in your time in your first column in your independent axis and position in your dependent axis, then you're going to highlight both these. So you're going to shift, highlight, and you're going to go up here. This again, where this is in Google Sheets, and this Google Sheets needs to be in your Google folder, share with everybody in your group. Then you can also share me, which is super nice because I can make suggestions or comments on that, especially if you have questions, email me. But anyway, so here you've highlight your data, you hit insert, and you want to go to chart. So you scroll down to chart, and it inserts a table. Now, the type of chart I want, if you go up here, chart editor, you need to suggest or pick scatter plots, and where that is down here. So click scatter plots. I want you to realize on the independent axis is time, and on the dependent axis is position. So she's also labeled this position versus time graph. This needs to be a lowercase m, but whatever. That's just, there's a title, chart table. You can change all these other things if you like. Make sure you can look at the legend. The other thing that you want to also make sure is on the horizontal axis, minimum value is 0, and she goes up to, I'm going to put 11 so you can actually see this point. All right, and then same thing with the horizontal axis or the vertical axis. She goes up to, the horizontal axis needs to go to 11, sorry, or 12. So you can see that point. You can change the increments instead of going up by 2, 4. The whole point is so you can see the whole graph. I want to edit again. Hit up here, go hit edit. And I want the vertical axis, customize, so you can see more of, go up to 0, minimum, and the maximum should be 11. So you can see the whole graph. All right, so that's your position versus time graph.